All right, guys, as we come back in about the serve, are there any questions on the different motions of the serve? The side spin serve, the top spin serve, and the backhand serve, or anything about positioning on your serve? Anything before we move on to the next topic?
Can you take a step as long as you don't go in front of the line? Like, where are you allowed to legally
Well,
go,
surely
right?
you can do as much as you want. Now, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is if I serve from here and I hit the ball, I'm like this, they can say, oh, I was inside the line. But until this foot contacts, it's not. If I hit a ball before I've come down with this foot, it's not legal. It is legal to do this. I don't think it's wise, but you can do this.
Okay.
Absolutely. You can only you have to have one foot on the ground. You can have the other foot in the air.
Okay.
But then what happens if I've done that and they hit a return, I'm in a pretty bad spot. I wouldn't recommend a serve like that. But if you wanted to be back here and serve that ball, so if you were here and you stepped into it like that, no problem whatsoever.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If that's, we all have our own signature serve. If that's what you like, do that serve. As long as you have consistency and you're getting the depth, whatever makes it so you can hit a deep serve, that's what we want to do. All right. Now we're going to talk about around the post and Ernie's. We're going to use Kale to help teach and show this. We're going to talk about Ernie first. When you Ernie the ball, that goal is obviously you've hit a couple dinks, you jump the edge when they're not expecting it, and then catch the ball in the air. Biggest problem with Ernie's that I see that half the people do wrong is this is what they do, hit me a ball at the edge. So they'll say, oh, my foot landed out here, I'm totally good. But as they come through on that kitchen, they end up with their front foot dragging on there. So you have to be very careful as you do this to have proper footwork. You can turn the camera straight down the line, straight down the net. Okay, so watch Kale here as we do a couple dinks. His goal is to push me around until he gets me over here. He then puts one on the line. As I come here, the only thing I can do is to stay that ball down the line. As opposed to, this is what a lot of people try to do on an Ernie. They'll just say, okay, I'm going to hit, oh, I want to go. I've hit a ball over to this corner over here, so I want to go. He hits me a ball, but because I'm already here, it's very easy for me to defend that. If you give a ball where this player's head is up, your opponent's head is up and they can see you, if I can see that he's moving, he's not going to get me. You have to get their head turned. And so what we mean by that, he's put me here, I've saved a ball, I watch, he's got me kind of in trouble. I'm scrambling a little bit. I come here, all I can do is get that ball up in the air and he's going to get that Ernie on me. So he's pushed me over to the middle. He's made an alley for himself. He doesn't have to hit a winner, just enough where all I can do is put that up. Once you've done it once, this is my opinion, once you've done it once in a match, you just need to give the body twitch for a lot of the rest of the match. Make them feel like you're going to go. They're going to rush a shot. They're going to put a ball up. They're going to put a ball in the net. You don't have to do 15 Ernies in a game. Do one and make them think about it the rest of the game. And, if the opportunity presents itself, do a second, do a third, but don't fall in love with it as an every shot, every point goal. One more. So watch Kale's footwork, not where he lands, but where he starts on this. So he has this dink, he's hit me over the middle, he's ready to put one there, I put it up, and he's launching, and then coming, and he's ready to hit that ball. Don't, he's a great player, but don't do the Dave Weinbach, where 8 out of 10 times you're walking through the kitchen, because as we get more and more certified reps, it might work in rec play. In tournaments, they're going to catch you with that. Make sure you have good footwork in rec play, so when it comes to tournaments, you're not getting frustrated because you're getting called on that. So, questions on Kale's approach to how he hits in an Ernie.
I have a question. So, when does Kale jump into the area? When after he hits the ball to you, before you even hit it, he'll start jumping?
His first part is he should recognize what's happened to me. As he sees me lose focus on him and watching the ball, he should move. So when I do one, let's show this. So I'm not nearly as good at this as Kale is, but if I pushed him and I can be here waiting for that ball, I go a lot earlier, where someone who's faster and quicker like him, he, lots of times, when you watch those great players, they're actually hitting it while they're still in the air. Where someone who maybe isn't like that, like me, I'm going to get there. If I know it's there, I'm actually here with my paddle waiting for it. And my partner, that puts a lot more pressure on my partner. They have to cover the middle more because he should be aware, unless I've hit a really good shot, that they're going to have a cross. But you don't have to be this athletic flying from here, making a huge jump and hitting the ball. You can just say, okay, I dinked one in the middle and he got it back to me here. And you can just come around the edge and be right here ready for it. So don't feel bad about doing that technique. That's how I do it. Good question. Any others on Ernie's before we show around the post? Okay, so let's do some around the post. On this, Corey's going to come up and help with this.
You want to start over here?
Sure. So, an around the post ball, when you're going to hit this, obviously, is when you've been drugged very wide. If you give him a couple extra balls, you can go up there to him. When you've been drugged very wide, and you have the ability to hit a ball outside. Now, the problem is with a lot of them, Corey, if you want to hit me a ball.
Yep.
The things we do wrong with around the post. Number one is this. We take it and we go, you think, oh, I can do it around the post from right here. If I look at this angle, there's only that much room. And the second thing with around the post that we'll do, if we do get it, you pop it up like that and that person tomahawks it. So, and around the post, you really want to keep that ball no more than a foot off the ground if you can do that. So footwork is important. You want to be there first before that ball has bounced. So you have to anticipate, oh, ball's coming wide, wait for it, and then roll that ball into there. You don't want to be, if I'm chasing a ball, it's out there, I'm like, oh, I can get it. That's what ends up happening. You need to make sure you have your feet placed very well. You've been dinking a couple times, they've hit a wide ball, or maybe it's hit off the net, and you say, oh, that's something I can get out there to. And so you're already there waiting, and then hit it. And keep a ball, so when it hits on that line, or hits in the blue, it's rolling, not bouncing. That ball's got to stay low, low, low. So that's my forehand. Now let's look at the backhand around the post. So on this one, same type of thing. If I chase this ball and try to hit it, you're going to put it in the net. You have to get your feet outside the ball. The key is to be wider than the ball so you can make that shot. And keep it down as low as you can. Really, the best shot is a roll. You want that to roll 2 or 3 times in the blue. Get your feet wider than the ball, wait for it, and roll it like that. So if you haven't anticipated and you're chasing, that's a very hard shot to do. Instead, feel that dink's gone wide. Let's say he dinks it wide to me and I thought it was going to go, but it's not enough. So I'm here and I have to sometimes just say, okay, we'll reset the point. Don't force it around the post and put it in the net. Just be comfortable saying I can reset that point again. So if it's there, so I didn't get my feet wide enough on that one. Same thing. That time I did get my feet wide enough. One more, and then we're going to go out and try these. All right. Any questions on around the post, forehand and backhand? Yes?
This might be a complete topic for another time, but how do you defend those? Because that's
a great time. We should practice defending it right now. So let's talk about that. Kayla, why don't you hit me the ball, and Corey, come defend it. Watch what Corey does here. He's a really good defender on these kinds of things. When it comes down to anticipation, if you felt your partner, because it's often your partner that's hit that shot, once you feel a ball going wide, get all the way up to the net. And you're just going to hit it wide there, a little top spin. So just stay on your side and just do it so it looks like that. On your side. And then just have it hit near the white there. Up all the way to the net, right there. No, on your side.
Where's that?
Stay, keep your paddle
Get
on
it
your
from
side.
your side.
Don't go past the net.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right, it's top spin.
So as he hits this ball and Corey feels me going wide, Corey wants to be on that line. The quicker he gets to that line,
So I'm usually here.
the quicker he can block it. So he feels this ball, hit it again, he feels it come wide, and he's there on top of it as much as possible. The partner is probably coming across. The biggest thing you want to do is either block it or take it back behind that guy. Let's go again here. So just block it. This guy's so far off the court, you now have a 2-on-1 on that side. He's going to have to defend that next dink ball, and you have an advantage. But I typically would not say you want to be aggressive, offensive from that ball. It's going to often be low. You want to block it just like you're digging out a ball. Let's do one last one. Where you're digging the ball out, trying to save it, and just reset the point like that. make them have to rush back in? Great question. Any other questions before we go try this? All right, let's go do it.